Welcome back to the History Explored podcast.
And I'm one of your hostess. I'm Addy.
And I'm the other host, Kinzie.
And today our subject is going to be over the battle. Alright, it's going to be one of our podcasts. Today is going to be over the trip of Valley Forge. It was
a winter at Valley Forge. It was a really tough winter because we didn't have enough supplies. Because they had to resort to eating their horses at some point.
Valley Forge was a training camp. This was during the Revolution time of the war, and this was when we were in the severe winter time, and we had to go to a training area for our men because we were severely not in good shape.
And isn't this when we brought into a bench?
Yes, because Lafayette was here.
Like,
Do you remember the picture of Lafayette with his shirt over his face? I feel like he would just be saying, George, it's freaking cold out here. Get us inside.
Yeah, during this time, I think Martha came to the camp and stayed with Washington.
Yeah, she stayed with Washington and them and helped out, and she catered 6 soldiers and people outside and helped out with everything going on. And then this was just such a severe training area too. They had do you remember the rope?
Yes.
The rope thing. Did they have the time with the hill with the rope? Wasn't it the hill and they had a little rope and I don't know, there's some of the rope. We don't have a Chromebook, so we're going off of memory of this. So if this sounds crazy, it's because we are right now.
Miguel don't make fun of us.
Yeah, Miguel don't mock me. So no, but really, they were severely, everyone was dying from illness. Not everyone, but a lot of people were really sick because it's negative 2 degrees.
And then they had to catch the poison. Get the poison smaller than every time because they were running out.
Yeah.
Running out.
Great.
And Hamilton just kept on writing to Congress the whole time trying to get more supplies, but there was no physically any way.
Congress writes British forces. I shoot back. We have resorted to eating our horses. Hamilton. We came to see Hamilton Saturday.
We did.
This has nothing to do with this podcast. But we went and saw Hamilton Saturday, and we were there from 6:30 to 9:30. It wasn't a sing-along, but we just sung the whole time. My mom was trying to kill us.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It was only 2 other families in there.
Yeah, it was only 4 other people in that whole thing. Someone left after the Mariah sing.
Yeah, there was multiple people that left.
No, it is. No. This podcast is insane.
They said had to get more resources, but at this time there's literally no way because the British had all the imports.
Yeah, British, because everything cost in British money at the time, so.
Yeah.
And we are poor. Poor.
It's we spent all our money doing this one.
Yes.
And we're about halfway through, not even halfway.
Yeah, we're about halfway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to know the year of this. I can't remember the year of this. But it has to be my brain said 1780 something. 1781. 1780.
What year did it war in?
Oh no. Miguel sent help. Oh, ASAP, please.
I think we need to take the class again.
Yeah, hey Rosario, can you bring us can we come back?
Come back to you.
We're there was no one fighting each other at this time, I feel like. It was just a severe camp. It was camp.
It was 2 camps because they were in Valley Forge and then the British was in either they were close to each other. I want to say the town.
Yeah, it was something. I can't remember the town, but
it's town next to them. Because they took the waterway. So the only way we could get resources is from land, and that took a while to get to, and they didn't want to risk getting shot at and revealing their location.
That is true, yes. And then
you know what part it is. Part 2. Hey guys, we actually have a computer now, so we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we do. We have our lovely reference.
So, yeah, we all know the Valley Forge was a crucible of the American Revolution. It was a location about 20 miles from Philadelphia. It became the winter encampment of General George Washington Army after a series of defeats in late 1777.
1776. That sounds more natural than 1777.
Although no actual battles were fought there, the conditions that transferred that occurred made it one of the most critical episodes of the war. It tested the patience, endurance, and loyalty of the Continental soldiers and provided a pivotal and shaped the future of the American military.
Well, okay. Okay, we know that. Because he's dying.
I am.
Okay, so we know that, okay, it was a camp. But the camp was in terrible shape. This was
It was lack of food, it was cold.
The harsh conditions in severe, terrible shelters, like, these things are like ragtag shelters. If a ragtag army is like a ragtag army, this is a ragtag shelter.
Yeah, so nearly 12,000 soldiers arrived cold, exhausted, and poorly dressed before even getting to this camp.
Yeah, before the camp. Not after, before the camp. Which the camp definitely did not help. Many left coats, boots, or even blankets, like even clothes. Half the people didn't even have shoes. Their boots were torn in because you gotta think, these were just like, they weren't like severe heavy metal, like steel-toed boots we have today. These were like leather boots. You know how long those last? Nada.
Yeah, and they also built log cabins that was 14 by 16 feet, but they put a lot of people inside, so it like sickness and disease spread quickly, but it was a somewhat one place.
Imagine being in a room with like 8 people with that little bit of a space. You're gonna get sick. It's like, you get sick in your household and there's only like 5 people in it. And you got like, 4 different rooms. 8 people in that house will get sick. Imagine having no walls to separate this and everyone's there. Illness is going to spread like a wildfire.
And these shelters took weeks. So they were exposed to exposed to freezing temperatures in different climates like that.
They had to pay in like British money. Yeah. This wasn't even.
We didn't have our own currency, not this plate. So, and I also was going to say, during this time, it's not even like they could get food because they were in like this way to get food because it was snow covered, it was muddy roads, and transporting food really impossible because we were not located to any water sources.
Yeah, and also the lack of food and how malnourished these people were. Everyone was getting more prone to sickness. People were dying because of starvation, and people were just like really sick the whole time. That's like kind of the majority of this whole thing, was they were sick because they were all like, and imagine being malnourished and trying to fight as a soldier. Like, no!
But listen to this. The nearby farmers and people that lived close to them refused to give the Continental Army anything, but instead they gave like reliable gold and silver to the British so they could buy stuff.
God, I hate the loyalists. Loyalists suck. And then the death and disease in this camp. Oh my gosh. It's not like Jefferson.
Over 2,000 soldiers died from illness and more than any battle during this time period. And we started out with 12,000, so we're about to 10,000 if not that.
Probably less.
Yeah.
Because this is like, halfway through the war? Or is this more in the beginning?
I would say it's about halfway.
Yeah, I thought it was halfway, and I don't know why we didn't train in the beginning.
Yeah, well,
maybe because we
couldn't fight to save our life.
I don't know. Oh gosh. Yeah, no. Like over 2,000 soldiers died of illness. That's just from illness, not including like frostbite and bleeding out because of the frostbite and all that. And cramped in with poor hygienics, it was just.
because medical supplies was scarred, and makeshift hospitals were nothing more than tents or leaky cabins with little heat or sanitation.
I don't know about you, but if we still had our hospitals as leaky cauldrons.
This is not Harry Potter.
As leaky cabins. I don't think I'd go to the hospital if I was sick. Like, I think I would rather just be sick and just be in my house.
But wait, they did some. They had a training called the Baron Frederick von Steuben's.
Yeah. French. The French finally came. The French are here. Where's Lafayette at?
He's coming, I promise.
Excuse me.
So during this training, he taught marching formation, faster reloading techniques, and effective bayonet uses.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. People. So, yeah, no, because imagine if this dude didn't show up. We didn't know how to shoot guns. Missed my finger. We didn't know how to shoot guns.
Fast enough. We knew how to shoot them, but not fast enough.
Yeah, like, these are just a ragtime army. What did they want us to do?
I know. Congress, we promised so much more of the army.
Yeah, we only
Before the war, and George Washington showed up, and they
only got 1/3 of what Congress promised them. That's another line from Hamilton.
Yes.
Drinks.
Today's.
Peace and order. That's all my notes.
Yes.
Did I tell you? I wrote September in Spanish on my journal on accident.
Oh, welcome into part 3 of this crazy podcast.
This part we didn't have a script. The second part we ran out of time. So that part just validated everything together.
Yep, wrapping it all up. Which now I think we left off in our last podcast with important people. So we're going to go into the second person.
Yeah, we were talking about George Washington at the end, so I'm assuming we did.
Yeah, we're going with it.
Edition open mouth.
This is the dude that trained them. Like, do you remember when he came in and he had like the rope on the thing and they're like because it was all muddy, I think, right? They're muddy, right? Not the soldiers, but the ground was, obviously. But he was the one that pushed them the whole time. That was like, you are going to do this, and everyone was like scared of this dude. I mean, he's a French general. Could you imagine a general that doesn't speak English just screaming at you in angry French?
And you just see, was there somebody translate? I'm assuming, but
could you imagine if no one did? Could you imagine George Washington just watching like all these soldiers get like yelled at in French? And like this?
It's like did Lafayette translate it, but
was he here at the time? I hope so. Man.
I know he shows up later. But
he shows up at some point.
I know he shows up during. I don't know if it's during this or during a war, because he brings in the Navy, I think.
Yeah, he does. He brings more guns and ships. Getting valid ships. This whole podcast is starting to Hamilton lines. Gosh dang it.
Hey, this is us in person, so.
Yeah, welcome to Addy Kinzie on a daily. This is
it's like Miguel, we have changed.
No, welcome.
Hey, we're there already. Thank you very much.
Oh, our third person is Nathaniel Greene. His role was the quartermaster general of the Continental Army. Importance was that Greene took over the failing supplies in like March of 1778. Yes.
Yeah.
And helped organize and deliver food and like supplies and more like clothing and probably hopefully more boots because our boots are destroyed. And basically he helped with like getting the suffrages that we had the whole time and made them into like if there's a word I'm thinking of.
I need more.
So they had suffrage. They were suffraging. Suffraging?
Yeah, they were suffering.
Thank you.
And Nathaniel Greene came in and like took the suffering away from them and made it into more stable conditions.
Yes. And that led into basically the stabilization of the Valley Forge.
That's our newspaper.
I'm gonna sit here for a minute.
This one?
Question. Yeah.
The one with the D. The one
Oh,
with the
that's
D.
not spelled right. That's why I couldn't find it. I was like, well, I'm searching up Valley Forge. And I'm just typing.
Sorry,
Alexander Hamilton. What did they say?
Oh yeah, we got.
Guess.
So
Legacy. What is a legacy?
we did that.
Legacy. What is a legacy? Here we go. Okay, symbolism and legacy of Valley Forge. Valley Forge became a symbol of preference.
Preference.
I know the word.
I think I said that right.
Something like that. And sacrifice.
The men who survived carried with them a sense of shared suffering and purpose which fueled the fight for independence. Without this period of bloodshed, the resulting transformation, the Continental Army might not have been capable of defeating the British. It is metaphorically, and let's that crucible in the which American spirit was forged.
Yes, this was.
This is a entry I made for a soldier at Valley Forge.
Wait, is this like sequence of conscience, or is it like? Did you write this or just someone else?
I think I wrote it.
Ooh.
Maybe?
You can tell me this. No.
Was that a person? Or did I make up a person?
Oh no. Okay.
So we don't know if this is real or not because my brain made this weeks ago.
Yeah. This has taken the course of how many weeks? 3 weeks to film this podcast.
Yeah. So
This is why we've not had a podcast out recently.
So I made this September 12th.
It is currently September 25th.
Yeah. So.
2025.
Okay.
September.
So I did a diet entry as soldier at Valley Forge, and I did this time. I don't know if I wrote it or took it from something. I don't know. It didn't stick with me.
Nope.
So
Been doing Spanish.
So February 10th,
Let me see your work.
1778.
1776. New York City! Party on Rivers! But the Panthers asking, oh sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton, I'm not your servant, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous. Sir, I heard your name in prison. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. When I got sort of out of sword with a buddy of yours, I may have punched him. It's a blur. Sir, he handles the financials, he punched the bursar. Yes.
Okay,
we said one word and it just went though.
Okay, so February 10th, 1778. The cold bites through everything. Our heads barely keep the winds out, and my feet have been wet and numb for days. They call it Valley Forge feet. Swords and blisters that make every step agony. Many of the men around me have fallen ill. We are hungry. We are treadable coats and no shoes. General Washington visits often. He never lets us see his worry, always speaking with quiet strength. Yesterday he shook my hand and said, "Hold fast, we will endure this." His word gave me hope when I had none. Then Baron Van Sturman arrived. He had a straight accent chipped with English, made us laugh sometimes, but his training is in the heart's precise. He teaches us how to stand and fight like soldiers, something they learned before I feel myself growing stronger, not just in my body, movements was.
What are you guys up to?
Making a podcast, Snyder.
Oh. Is it live right now?
Yeah.
I'm on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes,
apparently
you are.
Hello, world.
How do I do this?
Clipped English made us laugh, sometimes but his training is harsh and precise. He teaches us how to stay in march, fight like soldiers, something many of us learned before. I feel myself growing stronger, not just in the body but in spirit. The rumor swirls that France has declared support for our causes. If it's true, it may mean the end of this long, hard winter. We're now huddled by the fire in my hut, grateful for all the small comforts and ready to fight for the freedom we seek.
And that will be the end of our podcast. And this was Valley Forge, and I thank you very much for watching. I'm Addy.
I'm Kinzie.
And remember, stay historical.